It's very windy over there.
Yeah.
Sandra's going to sort of wrap it up, but before she does, we have just two things to do. One is in May, I got an email from Lionel Chetwin who said, "This is outrageous. We have to do something for Cathy Seipp." And like all great ideas, it took somebody like Lionel to sort of set it off and crack the champagne bottle on the ship, and that's really why we're all here. We also have a bunch of other people to thank who were part of this, and I actually have a list here. So Alan Mayer, Emmanuel, and Matt. Ted Steinberg is right there. The whole LA Press Club. The American Cinema Foundation, Gary McVeigh is over there. Especially Carla Sanders, who's there in the green, who had to arrange all of this. They really deserve more than thanks. And this is probably my sort of last remarks before I introduce Lionel to speak, and then I think Sandra's going to bring us home. I met Cathy, I don't even know when, like 1990 or something, a long, long, long time ago, and I was 24 years old.
26.
No, I was 25. I was 25. Yeah, I'm going now. And then about 2 years later, she called me up. She said, "Hi, do you want to be in Penthouse magazine?" That was the voicemail. So I had to return it because, what guy doesn't want to appear in Penthouse magazine? And since then, I've been her friend, and I don't know if I ever even knew the date when she went from left to right or from Silver Lake to Bel Air in her mind. But I've always been really proud of her work. I've always been really proud of her words, especially. I've always been very, very grateful they were never turned on me, because I am a coward, and I know that I would not live to see the day after Cathy Seipp has decided to fill at me in print, even in pixels. But if there's one way to sum up everything that's happened so far, it's that she is an enormously courageous, enormously gifted pain in the ass. And we are all extremely lucky to have her as a friend and as a colleague and as a debating partner and as a force of journalism in our lives. So thank you, Cathy. And now I think Lionel Chetwin will say a few words. He was the impetus of this event, and I turn over to Lionel.
I'm not in the program, and I was not supposed to speak. But after 3 meetings with Jim Beam, the point is I don't really know any of you, and you don't know me, and I've been sitting here contemplating all the things, though, that we have in common that bring us here. And I'm pleased to say that really there are none. It's something which we all take personal pride on both sides. No, obviously what we have in common is Cathy. I first met Cathy when she started coming to the Wednesday Morning Club, an organization that began in my backyard and later became the property of David Horowitz, whom you may or may not know. I used to know him. We no longer know one another, but that's fine too. But Cathy would come to the Wednesday Morning Club, and it was kind of courageous. She would write about it, and she would write positively about us at a time when that wasn't easy. Frankly, it's a lot easier now to be somewhat left of center, both in Hollywood and in the media world. But Cathy was a pioneer, was there and was in the trenches, and had a lot of courage. And people have made fun of her for that. People who are not embarrassed to wear T-shirts that say the New York Times. Can you imagine the naivete of such a man? But Cathy was there, and she took the punishment and was always true to what she believed, and I've always admired her for that. And it was for that reason that I took it upon myself to gather some people together over lunch at a very exclusive place. It was Jerry's Deli in the Valley, Studio City. And we talked about having the opportunity to spend an evening to celebrate Cathy, and people took it from there. I had to do nothing more than that. And I'm grateful to them, and particularly Rob, of course, very especially Ted Steinberg, who did so much of the work, and Gary McVeigh of the American Cinema Foundation, who put all of this together. God bless you, Gary. It's amazing how much you can accomplish. You call Gary and ask him whether you can, and I'm glad this took place. Cathy, you deserve it. You really are, so many overused words such as icons, but rather let's just say you're a milepost, you're a milestone, you're a guide, and God bless you. And I'm really glad you're here. It's been a great evening. And somewhere deep down, grudgingly, if all I have in common with everyone else here is you, I'm proud to know them.
One last announcement. If you haven't signed up over there, please do. That's the only way to get the DVD. Give us your name and address. And the great thing about the DVD of this event is that you can fast forward through some stuff. It is my great pleasure to introduce Sandra Singlo, who, because she said she has a potty mouth on Sunday mornings, she got me a gig at KCRW that pays nothing. I just spent it at the bar.